What if I told you a red-eyed creature appeared before one of America's worst disasters, and no one listened? In this video, we're diving deep into one of the strangest and creepiest unsolved mysteries in American history, the Mothman. Half man, half moth, all nightmare fuel. Some say it's a cryptid, some say it's an omen of doom, others believe it's something even weirder, a messenger from another dimension. But what really happened in that quiet West Virginia town? And why do people still whisper about it today? Stick around, because what starts with a strange sighting ends with a massive tragedy, and maybe even a cover-up. It all began on a chilly night in November 1966. Point Pleasant, West Virginia. A small town where nothing ever happens until it did. Two young couples, Roger and Linda Scarberry and Steve and Mary Millette, were driving past an old munitions plant, a place locals called the TNT area. Suddenly, they spotted something. A tall figure, over 6 feet, with glowing red eyes and massive wings folded behind its back. When it moved, it didn't walk. It flew, silently, like a shadow on fast forward, and followed their car for miles. Now these weren't your typical teenagers looking for attention. They were terrified, shaking, pale, and when they got to the sheriff's office, they spilled every detail. What they described sounded like something straight out of a nightmare. But the weird part, they weren't alone. So why the TNT area? It was an abandoned World War II explosives factory. Dozens of underground concrete bunkers dotted the land, perfect for hiding or nesting. Toxic waste and strange chemicals had leaked into the soil and water for years. Could this be a mutation? A deformed bird? A government experiment gone wrong? Biologists tried to dismiss it, saying it was just a sandhill crane. But a crane doesn't fly 100 mph and stare into your soul with glowing red eyes. Come on! Then, in comes journalist and paranormal investigator John Keel. He arrived in Point Pleasant to cover the sightings, but quickly realized something was off. The townspeople weren't just scared of the Mothman, they were being watched. People reported strange men in black suits visiting them. Not the cool Will Smith kind. These men were emotionless, robotic, and threatened people into silence. Keel's phone calls were interrupted by weird beeping. He got cryptic messages about future disasters. It was like stepping into the Twilight Zone. He started to believe Mothman wasn't just a monster. It was a warning. And then it happened. December 15th, 1967. Just a few days before Christmas. The Silver Bridge, which connected Point Pleasant to Ohio, was packed with cars, holiday shoppers, commuters, families. At exactly 5:04 p.m. during rush hour, the entire bridge collapsed. 46 people died. It was one of the worst bridge collapses in U.S. history. Cars sank into the icy river. People were crushed or drowned. And just like that, the sighting stopped. The Mothman vanished. People couldn't shake the feeling that Mothman knew, that it tried to warn them. Some claimed to see the creature on the bridge days before it fell. Others said it hovered above the town the night before, watching, waiting. John Keel, in his book The Mothman Prophecies, connected the dots. He suggested the creature wasn't evil, it was a messenger. A warning signal for something bigger. But that raises a creepy question. If it knew, why didn't it just say something? What kind of creature wants to be seen but can't speak? Here's where things get murky. Some people believe the Mothman was a real cryptid, like Bigfoot with wings, a mutated animal created by the toxic waste in the TNT area. Supernatural being sent to deliver messages, but in a way we can't understand. But skeptics say it was all mass hysteria. People saw what they wanted to see. The red eyes, just reflections. The wings, a big bird. The silence, a trick of the wind. Then again, how do you explain the wave of sightings that all describe the same thing. The phone call interruptions, the men in black, the prophecies, and the fact that it stopped the moment tragedy struck. And here's where things get even weirder. Sightings of Mothman have been reported around other disasters. Chernobyl, 1986, workers reported a winged creature flying over the plant days before the meltdown. 9/11, some claimed a dark figure was seen near the Twin Towers before the attack. The 2007 I-35 bridge collapse in Minneapolis, witnesses again mentioned a giant winged figure nearby. Coincidence? Or is Mothman some kind of cosmic early warning system? Think about it. What if the reason we can't figure it out is because we're not meant to? What if Mothman exists outside our normal reality, in a space where time and logic don't apply? John Keel once said that the universe doesn't care if we understand it. It'll keep throwing weirdness at us anyway. Mothman might not be a monster. It might not even be real in the way we think. It could be an echo, a ripple, a glitch in the system that pops up before reality breaks. And maybe it vanishes not because it's done, but because we missed the message. So here we are, decades later, and the legend of the Mothman still lives on. There's a Mothman statue in Point Pleasant, shiny wings and all. An annual Mothman festival draws thousands of people, and conspiracy theories still swirl about who or what it really was. Was it a warning? A protector? A ghost? A hoax? Or maybe it's still out there, watching, waiting. For the next moment everything falls apart. Watch this next video to dive into the Skinwalker, a creature even scarier than the Mothman.